estimate a roof, rectangular roof. Click this button here to estimate for a full rectangular roof. Okay, in this screen you can select your customer details. You don't have to select any customer details if you don't want to, but if you set a customer up, go through, select a customer, put in your return mileage to the customer site. Okay, now we'll enter the roof details. So we have a roof length, and in this case our roof length is 18.2 meters. Our span is 10.32. We have a front face rafter run of 5.4 meters. Same on the rear. The left in this case is 2.59. It's got quite a steep pitch on it, and the right hand is 7 meters. So we're going to put in our gauge. The boxes in blue, this program itself will fill in for you. The boxes in white you need to enter yourself. Sorry, I've got those the wrong way around. So we're going to have a gauge of 330, rafter sensors 440. Okay, now if we click here, we can just see a rough view of what the roof will look like. So here's the plan view, and you can see that it's not symmetric left to right, and this is the side view. This inset A, inset B, run A and run B distance are down here, so you can see the insets from the edges of the building. You've got the rise of the roof. Okay, you can see it's calculated the pitch angles for you. You can in fact do this the other way around. If you don't have the runs of the 4 faces, you can put the pitch angles in here and then click this button here, and it will calculate the runs from those pitch angles. We can select some parts for our roof, so I'll just go through and randomly select some parts. Okay, just anything to do for the purposes of the demo. Okay, now on this side here you can see you're selecting for all the faces. If you want to deselect a face, for instance if you wanted to not have the right face included in the estimate, just untick it. You can select to strip the existing roof if you want. You can then say whether you want ridge tiles, bonnets on these particular hips, so you can deselect them here. So you've got the front left, front right, rear right. If you want bonnets, and if you click this one, it will use bonnet tiles instead of hip tiles, and it will form it will calculate the roof with the same number of batten rows all the way around the roof. Click here if you want things like vertical battens, overboards, etc. Although we've entered an overboard here because this isn't ticked, it won't use it. Say whether you want skips, you can have tile and a halves, top tiles, eaves tiles. I'll just show you the bonnets here. So if we click this, it's now telling you they're going to have the same number of batten rows around on all 4 faces. This button here is used to add pitch roof dormers, flat roof dormers, lean-tos and abutments to the roof. This will be covered in another demonstration because this button is quite complicated, so we'll leave this for another demo, which is available on the website. Okay, we've got this far, we've entered the details we want. Click estimate. There you go, there's your estimate in minutes. So you can see your labour breakdown here. These are in man days. You've got your parts here, your quantities, unit prices, subtotals. It's showing you the number of batten rows you've got on each face and the gauge used to achieve those batten rows. Here you've got your parts and labour totals and square metre rates. If you wish to add a markup, you can do that. So if you wish to make mark up your parts, for instance, you may wish to add 10% to your parts, 15% to your labour if you want to play around with the figures, and it shows you what extra profit you will make over and above the figure here. You can export this into Excel if you wish to, or you can print it. So if you click print, it will go off to your printer and you'll see what's on the summary screen here. If you click Excel, it will fire up Excel. I'll do this now for you and just show you. Wait a couple of seconds. This only works if you have Excel installed on your system. Okay, so in Excel we've got all the customer details there near the top. You've got the results screen here showing you what you've got and your square metre rate. This is the area on the screen that has the markup with the profit, that's there. And then down here you have all your parts and prices, and you could take these off to your supplier where he can provide you with those parts, and you've got the comments here. So this just shows you what you had on the results screen. Estimated roof doesn't use Excel at all for any of its calculations, so when you're finished just exit out, or you can use these figures to put your final estimate together. On the screen itself this is the summary of all the parts. If you click the full mode, it does a breakdown of every single part per roof face, and you can see this here. If you click on this one here, this column here, it will order it by part name, and you can see on the front face it's done its calculations, on the left face it's done its calculations. If you wish to order by part type, click the part type column. You can see now it's gathered together all the felt rows, all the labours, etc., all the skips. If you go right to the end, it will show you the roof tiles. If you wish to, you can order it by part name. Play around with it to your heart's content, but it's a good way of diagnosing what it's done if you're not quite sure what it's done. If we go back to the main screen, this tick box here rounds up certain units, things such as skips and labour, it rounds them up for the estimate, and if you take that off, it's reflected here. This figure goes down over here and in here. So if you had to use multiple estimates to make one large estimate, you take all the rounding off. So you would untick this. Alright, well, thank you for your demo. Thank you for the time.